There's some grape juice,
Grape juice?
chocolate milk, regular milk, and then let's finish off with some diet soda.
Now, Scott, any one of those 10, if left for any amount of time, would be an odor problem.
Yeah.
Potential stain problem. You know the name Bissell. There's lots of brands of vacuum cleaners out there, and Bissell makes a good vacuum.
They do.
But this is not a vacuum. This is a deep cleaner. This is the Quicksteamer. It's a smaller unit than the great big one, but it has the same power as the big one and the same extraction capabilities as well. And we've got it on the air for less than $100.
We say it's a fraction of the size and a fraction of the price, but not a fraction of the power of the big uprights. And I think you hit the nail on the head, Dan. Vacuuming is important. You should do it a couple times a week. But just as important, if not more important, for the life and the sort of health of your carpet is to deep clean. And this is why, because obviously a vacuum won't take out liquid spills.
Right.
A vacuum, will clean, but it doesn't deep clean. This is like having a washing machine for your carpet, lightweight, easy to use. And then this is what happens, and what I really like, all of those messes that you just saw, those everyday stains, the milks, the sports drink, the soda, this is where it is. So now you're dumping it down your sink, you're dumping it out in the yard, in the toilet, it's anywhere other than in your carpet.
What you're going to get is you're going to get 2 8-ounce bottles of their deep penetrating cleaner, which also offers Scotchgard protection.
Yes.
You then get kind of a turbo boost that really makes it even more effective. Now, we do have the bigger bottles available for you. This is a system at less than $100 that when spills happen, there's no reason to get upset. There's no reason to worry. You reach for your Quicksteamer. It's smaller than a vacuum.
That's right.
Easy to carry upstairs. You get the spill out of the way, and life goes on.
Yeah, and I think what we do, we've sort of been trained to reach for those topical chemicals.
Right.
And I'll show you in a little bit why that's not the best way to go about it. You really need the deep cleaning power of a Bissell, because especially for pet stains. You're a pet owner.
You see
I'm
that
a pet
puppy
owner.
run?
Yeah.
That was one guilty dog.
He knows what he just did to your carpet. And that's your dog, that's your cat, that's your dogs and cats.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you need to get those stains out right away because they set up, they smell, they look, make your carpet look bad. When you have a Quicksteamer at less than 13 pounds, you take it out of your closet, you own it, and your stain is gone.
Now, now you can do full wall-to-wall, but it is a little bit shorter cleaning path. It's about 12 inches or so.
And real quick, it's a width of a stair, which I like too.
Because that's been the hardest thing to clean.
By far and away your highest traffic area, the carpet gets matted down the most. This is the perfect width to clean the carpet and bring it back to life, make it look great again.
Watch this demo.
Yeah, we all love this. This is our favorite.
I was here bright and early this morning, so was Scott, his business partner. What you did to these carpets, what all is on here?
So what we do is we took 5 pieces of colored carpet and we soaked them with a combination of browning gravy, soy sauce, mud, and coffee.
Just to make the biggest stain possible.
Yeah, to really simulate the dirt that builds up, not only over weeks, but over months and years. This is way worse than anything that would be in your own home, but we do it to illustrate the point that not only does the Quicksteamer clean your carpets, but it really brings them back to life. And all of a sudden,
because carpets get dingy, they get dull, they get lifeless, and you don't really notice it because it happens over time. Look at the difference between that carpet.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. Turns out that's an orange and not a rust. It turns out this is a bright purple instead of a muted violet or something like that. This is a bright fluorescent green. These are all the ways that the Bissell will work for you. It cleans and it brings it back to life. And you know what I actually love? When I use my Bissell, I use it literally once or twice a week because I have a daughter and I have a cat and a dog.
Right.
I love when you're done and it dries very quickly, how the fluffy feel on your feet when you walk around, especially in summer when you take your flip-flops off and you're walking around the house. Well, the carpet, not only does it look good and smell good, it feels good when you walk on it.
And it does, by the way, and it does smell good. And it's not a heavy odor.
No.
It's not a heavy perfume. It's the smell of clean. We've got it, and we've got it for less than $100. It's on Easy Pay, reasonable shipping and handling charge, and we can have this thing to you in 5 days. And the question is, how do your carpets look? And think about your high traffic areas, like main walkways, your hallways, your stairwells. Do they look their best? Because carpeting is one of the most expensive, where'd you go? One of the most expensive investments that we can make in our home.
Yeah, and it takes the biggest beating. I mean, people walk on it,
right.
And this is the time of year you have people over in and out of the house, the busiest traffic time in your house. But you still have people over a lot for picnics, for cookouts, and you want to be proud of your carpets. You work hard. You want your house to look nice.
Sure.
This is a really easy way to do it because everyone's got a stain like this one somewhere in their house that's been there for a while. It's annoying. It's aggravating. Every time you look at it, you get frustrated. Well, guess what? We have an answer for you. Because remember I was telling you before why you don't want to topically clean with chemicals? I'll show you. This could be anything. This could be a popsicle. This could be fruit juice, something that probably got hidden under the ottoman by the kids, right? So our natural instinct is to take a spray cleaner like this and then take a paper towel. Well, you don't want to take a paper towel. You want to take the top coat off. You can blot it, but the problem is the paper towel falls apart. It rubs the stain into the carpet, and it doesn't do you any good. Then you grab a brush and say, oh, let's see what we can do. Well, all that does is drive the stain further into the carpet. It doesn't extract
Agitation without extraction just creates a bigger, deeper problem.
Mess.
So now watch this.
Here's
and by
why
the way,
you want a Bissell, because when you look at this little brush that spins around here, that's spinning at thousands of RPMs. You and I combined can't generate that kind of power.
Right.
Plus you get the suction, and watch the difference.
It is a smaller Bissell. Now I used to have a full-size Bissell, and we kept it down in the basement. But I'll be honest, Scott, there was times where I knew I needed to do cleaning, but because of the weight and the size of the machine, I'd avoid it. This unit is so lightweight, so quick, so simple, that it's almost like grabbing a broom. You just pick it up, get the stain out of the way, and you move on with your life. And that is deep penetrating clean. That just saved that carpet. And you did that demonstration on a white carpet.
And that's the thing. It will bring your carpets back to life. It's going to do the deep down cleaning that a scrub brush and a paper towel can't possibly do. Again, you know I've said it. You should vacuum your carpets frequently, maintain them, keep that dirt off. But when you need a deep clean, when you need to really bring them back to life, a vacuum will not do the trick. You need a deep cleaner, and this is one of the lightest weight, one of the most powerful on the market today.
Also, there's one other factor, we didn't really discuss it, but it's the brand name of Bissell.
Sure.
This is a company that you've trusted here in America for as long as most of us have ever thought of carpet.
Yeah. Go ahead and kick that over. I know. I don't want you to not be able to make the stain. Perfect. Thank you.
Because when I do this at home, I get in trouble.
You get in trouble. Here, it's encouraged. Now, here's the thing. This is, again, what people will do because we're trained to do this. Okay, let's go get a paper towel. We'll blot this up. Okay, well, first of all, again, you're not helping anything. You're just pushing it down into the carpet, and the stain is still there. When you have a Bissell, and this is just soda, this is a common everyday stain.
But the sugars that are in soda, if it gets into the mat, which is underneath your carpet, it spreads out, and you can't ever get it up. With this, you're extracting it. You're using the red machine. We also have the blue. This one now comes in 2 colors. The blue is by far the most limited. The red has been by far the most popular. And this is slightly damp, but it's not soaking wet.
And if you want to, on a spill like this, I have the trigger squeezed going forward and backward, but now if you want to, you can just run it over the spot a couple of times.
For extraction.
And that'll really dry it up much, much, much quicker. And guess what? What did that take us, Dan? By the time it got to your
about
closet,
a minute.
All told, 5 minutes.
Right.
5 minutes, and that stain is completely gone.
This is all about maintaining your investment. And it's not just your wall-to-wall carpet. It could be your runners. It could be your Royal Palace rugs. By the way, Royal Palace is a brand name that you can only find at QVC. They recommend Bissell by brand name. These are manufacturers of the finest wool rugs that QVC has ever made available, and yet they recommend Bissell by brand name.
They're wonderful folks. The Moskowitz family is great, and they've always said, use the Bissell because you get your Royal Palace rug home, and it looks beautiful, and you have it in your home for years. And the thing is, like I said, dirt doesn't build up over days and weeks, builds up over months and years.
And look, man, you can see it pulling it out.
All of a sudden, it looks a little dingy. Look what happens when you use a Bissell on Royal Palace. We'll pull this back, brings it back to life, makes you remember what it looked like
that's
the day
a completely different color carpet.
It is. It makes it look. Remember what it looked like the day it arrived at your house.
It's all about making your home look its very best, and that's what we're going to talk about in this 60-minute program. Couldn't do it without my buddy Scott Hine and the folks at Bissell. Thank you, sir.
Hey, it's always great to see you, my friend.
Tell Kylie that we said hello.
We absolutely will.
We've got a lot more coming your way. At the end of the program, or right before the end of the program, I want to show you a product I'm a firm believer in. I am a customer of as well. It's called Instagon. It's like a magic trick. It's the one cleaning solution that cleans things that otherwise you can't clean. All that mold that you see on those French doors, there was no scrubbing involved. Just sprayed with Instagon, and it goes away. It is truly a remarkable